3, and that will retire the side. Down in order go the White Sox, but they lead it 3-0. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Twins to discuss his thoughts on Minnesota's lineup so far. And he told me the quality of their swings needs to improve as the game moves forward. He said they're searching for ways to drive the ball with some authority because it's just not happening for them today. They haven't gotten an extra base hit yet, so it's been a real struggle getting guys into scoring position. But the key, he said, is not to panic. Sometimes you just have to fight through the downturns and keep your focus and energy high.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Jorge Polanco is at the plate as he looks at ball 1. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. He's fallen behind now. 3-1.
Team's been struggling on offense. Let your D work for you right here. Pound the zone.
Runs up and gets this one down. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play.
Well, you know, he had a good idea right there. The infield was playing back, but it's not going to work out for him this time. That's a nice play to react, and they take care of him at first.
So that'll bring in Byron Buxton. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Hey, it's not always about filling up the strike zone all the time every inning. He's pitching well as we're moving into the middle innings, but interestingly, less than 50% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
One out, nobody on. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball.
Yeah, and if you get a guy flailing at a pitch like that, heck, you're going to go out there and throw that same pitch till he proves he can lay off of it.
And a half-hearted attempt that time, but they'll say he broke the plane, and that's out number 2.
Fooled him just enough with that pitch to get him to go around, according to the umpire. Sometimes it can be really tough for these big, strong guys because once they're committed to swinging, it's hard for them to slow their swings down, and that appeared to be the case there.
Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Oh, and you talk about a pitcher getting the benefit of the doubt. That's low, but called a strike anyway. 0-2 now.
This is one of the things that makes him so effective as a pitcher. Able to pound the zone with all different options.
2 out, nobody on. Way outside. 1-2.
I think you could have an argument for that first pitch that it could have been off the plate, but there was certainly no debate with that one. That missed by a ton.
Swing and a miss as the slider sets him down for the final out of the inning. Twins are set down 1-2-3. They trail it here 3-0. So to the plate is the White Sox DH, Nick Madrigal. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far.
Nick Madrigal.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Started to go around, but it's ruled strike 1 anyway. Now some action out in the Minnesota pen, as it looks like both a lefty and a right-hander are up to throw. Now a flare out to left center. Left fielder coming on. He can't get there as it falls in.
Now back, second baseman, DJ
Now here comes the Twins manager on his way to the mound, and he's going to make a move, as that's going to be all for his starter this afternoon. He'll wind up lasting just 5 innings here. Didn't pitch all that poorly, yet he's gone nonetheless. Sean Escalona takes the ball here as he'll enter with a runner at first and nobody out.
Sean Escalona.
Here's the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. Escalona rarely finds himself in much trouble out of the bullpen, at least in terms of giving up base hits. He's proven to be a tough guy to barrel up. Now the 1-0 is a fastball that misses.
Now this is the kind of count this guy feeds on at the plate. You can bet he's geared to hit the fastball right here.
2-0 count, the pitch.
He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep the ball around the knees like that.
Nobody out, runner on first. And he misses low here, so the count goes to 3-1.
I love the approach out on the mound. Everything's down in the zone as it should be, but now you find yourself in a 3-1 count. Do you elevate a little bit more and get back in this zone, or do you just pitch around them?
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. And he misses ball 4. So he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
Well, he's a youngster. You can see he's a little nervous out there. Some people call it butterflies, but to him it probably feels like pterodactyls are flying around in his gut. Going to be interesting to see if he can settle down here.
Ready once again, Eloy Jimenez. He lined out his first time around and then went down on strikes last time up. From the stretch.
Off the plate, ball 1.
None out, runners at first and second. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left. First home run of the campaign for him. As they pile on, it's now 6-0.
And we'll employ the use of our show track technology to get a better idea of that home run. And you see it there, 111 miles an hour off the bat. He certainly squared that one up well.
So here's the slugging first baseman Jose Abreu now, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. It was a walk in his last trip. Now the 1-0.
Ball 2.
Oh, that's a tough call for Blue right there. Either way you call it, somebody doesn't like it. But hey, that's the life of an umpire.
A swing and a miss there, 2-2. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2. Now the payoff pitch home. And he lost him here on 3-2 as that pitch misses. It's ball 4.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
Digging in once again, Luis Robert. He comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. He's set, and the pitch.
Ball 1, no strike.
I'll tell you, it's a helpless feeling for a manager or a pitching coach when your pitchers are having a really hard time throwing strikes. What are you supposed to do other than keep trying new guys until someone starts attacking the zone?
Now the 1-0.
When you're down 6 on the mound, you got to at least throw strikes here.
Three runs already home here. And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1.
He struggled a bit coming out of the bullpen here, so he needed that strike. Maybe it settles him down a little bit.
Tried to crush that ball and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. Hit the other way out toward right field. Kepler's there for it. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. Digging in, Kyle Tucker. Third at bat in this one. He's bounced out and popped out in his 2 previous trips. First pitch coming. Here it is.
It's pretty tough for a hitter to go up there looking for a first pitch changeup. And a good job of dropping it in for strike 1.
Good breaking ball there, laid off for the second strike.
Hey, as a hitter right here, you can't be leaning out over. I know those first 2 pitches were in the outer half, but nothing saying he can't ride a fastball in right here.
And this one's in the dirt, and he'll rein it in as the count moves to 1-2. Inside with the slider, and that'll back him up a bit.
He went with the off speed there once he got him to 0-2, but now that they both missed, I think we'll see more of a challenge pitch here. You don't have to give in, but you can't be too cute either.
Here now the 2-2 is swung on and missed. He got him. And with strike 3 recorded there, he's notched his first career major league strikeout.
Well, Matt, if he can become a consistent strikeout pitcher, you have to figure his career is going to end up being a solid one. All the best pitchers at this level have at least one pitch that they can go into in tough situations. So we'll see if he becomes one of those guys as his career goes along.
Next to bat will be the Cuban import, Yoan Moncada. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but a foul ball here. 0-1. From the belt, the pitch, and that misses. 1-1. And it's 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes, the count.
And he fouls this one off. And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. Sox get 3 thanks to this 3-run home run. Through 5.5, it's the White Sox 6 and the Twins nothing. Here's the third baseman, Josh Donaldson. And through 5 turns at bat, they've only mustered a total of 3 hits. Not terrible, but they're certainly not firing on all cylinders.
Well, it's getting a little bit too late in this game that this continues like this. In today's game, with so many dominant bullpen arms, you certainly don't want to wait until the 8th or 9th to try to wake the bats up.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Well above the letters with the fastball that time. Donaldson, commonly known as the bringer of rain around the game. This is his 12th season in the big league, so he's put together a really nice career to this point. Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. Now here's the pitch. And that's on the outside corner. 1-2. Two and two.
Hey, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, that's right where you want to miss. Any lower, and he'll probably make you pay for it.
And that misses, so it's a full count, 3-2.
It's been a great job so far by the 8-hole hitter. If he finds a way to get on base, this could spell for a huge inning.
Now the 3-2 pitch. And this is knocked down on the mound. But he is able to recover as he gets the out at first. One away now.
Number 1, shortstop.
Stepping in, Nick Gordon. He flew out in his last at-bat. First offering on its way. Sent out to straightaway center field. Robert is there now, and he has it. 2 gone. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Ryan Mountcastle. 1 for 2. He's singled and grounded out so far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
If he's able to locate that 2-seamer down at the knees, he's going to get a ton of swing and miss and a ton of ground balls today.
Liner towards second. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield.
Well, that's a nice base hit right there. Way to break up the rhythm. That was almost 8 in a row. This guy was starting to get his bearings about him on the mound. Had to break it up.
Into the box, Gabriel Maciel. He's getting his first plate appearance of the game here in the 6th. Keuchel pauses. Here it comes. The 0-1 pitch.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss for strike 3. Pulled the string on him that time, and the inning is over.
1 left for Minnesota. They still find themselves down 6-0. Welcome back. Here's Heidi Watney with the report as we get set for the top of the 7th. Heidi?
Thanks, Matt. I had a chance to talk with White Sox manager Rick Renteria between innings about his thoughts on his lineup's performance. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. He said that anytime you can put 6 runs on the board, you have to feel pretty good about it, and you know that a lot of little things are going right. Now, it's just a matter of maintaining that through the rest of the game. Guys?
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. And here's the switch-hitting catcher, Yasmani Grandal. He was a ground-out victim last time up. First delivery to him on the way. Ooh, started him with the change, and it's 0-1. Can't find the zone there as he lays off the breaking ball.
You know he wants that on the mound, especially if it would have made the count 0-2. Didn't get it, though, so now you have to make another quality pitch on 1-1.
And no complaint about that one. That's a strike, and it's 1-2.
That's a tough pitch for a batter. If you're not expecting it, you'll end up with half a bat after you swing.
Now a fastball awfully close, but he doesn't get the call. It's 2-2 now. Oh, a fastball swung on and missed, and for the second time today, he's gone on strikes. And that'll bring up the shortstop, Tim Anderson. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Now a swing and a miss. Took something off that one, and it's strike 1.
They've done a real nice job keeping this guy into wraps in this one. No hits for him so far, and what stands out to me is they're going right after him. They're not pitching him like they're afraid he's going to do any damage.
Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
Well, he's really rolling on the mound right now. All you have to do is look at the last 4 hitters for evidence. All 4 of them have gone down on strikes, as you're seeing here. That's not easy to do, so you know he's got to be pretty dialed in out there.
Standing in now, Nick Madrigal.
He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play.
He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. The windup and the 0-1.
Ball, that's out.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Kepler's there for it. And the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the White Sox, but they're on top by a count of 6-0. Last half of the 7th here, and that'll bring forth the veteran outfielder, Max Kepler.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
1 ball, no strikes to count. The 1-0. Swing and a liner. Foul. Well off the plate with the change of pace. That's ball 2. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
And it's late in his afternoon of work, and the longer this at bat goes, the better chance of him making a mistake. But as a guy starts to tire, they're more likely to leave the ball up. But man, he's been good so far.
Swing and a line drive, but just fouls as he just misses extra bases. Payoff pitch one more time. Hit down the line at first, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. And look out, that's in very tight, and it's ball 4.
Well, they haven't been able to scratch a run across yet, so maybe this walk will jumpstart their offense a little bit.
Stepping up now, Mitch Garver. He was retired via the ground ball last time up.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result as his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too.
Tucker will settle under it to make the play for the first out, as the runner will have to head back to first. One gone now in the Minnesota 7th, and that'll bring in Jorge Polanco to hit next. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
We're moving along into the later innings, and this guy's throwing over 60% of his first pitches for strikes. He'd like to do a little bit more, but so far so good.
And he couldn't pull that one back as he clearly broke the plane to the plate, and that'll be ruled a strike. Runner at first here, 1 man out. In the dirt here. Good job there as the count goes to 1-2. From the belt, the pitch. Skied into straightaway right. Tucker waits on it. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Here's Byron Buxton now. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, but it was a good changeup, Matty. Good arm action on that pitch. Look for him to try and stay back a little bit more. Let the ball get a little deeper. Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to rush a heater right here.
Now a fastball that couldn't quite find the zone. It's ball 1. I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. Two and 1. Fouled off. A runner on first with 2 away. Three balls and 2 strikes to the Twins center fielder.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. Lots of possible outcomes on this pitch.
Hit on the ground toward the left.
Moncada has it.
Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. This one pretty well in the bag. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. It's the White Sox 6 and the Twins nothing. Ready for another shot now. DJ LeMahieu. He'll have the first crack at it here as we start inning number 8.
DJ LeMahieu.
Now the pitch. And this pitch is lined softly down the line and left, but foul. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. So their half of the 8th opens with a man aboard.
I guarantee you at release point he wanted to pull this pitch back. Change up middle of the plate usually gets deposited in the seats.
At the plate now, Eloy Jimenez, as he'll take a look at ball 1. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
Over the outside half, and it's 2-1. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. The 2-1.
That's ball 3.
We all know this guy is a great hitter. In a 3-1 count, this is just what he's looking for. He loves to hit when the count's in his favor like this.
And he will take ball 4. First and second now with nobody out.
Looked like he might have gotten squeezed a little bit right there, and you know he's talking to himself in his head about it. That kind of stuff goes both ways, though. Hitters get their fair share of crummy calls going against them, too.
Michael Lorenzen comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one.
Michael Lorenzen.
Jose Abreu will be his first test out of the bullpen, and it'll be a tough test indeed as he'll face him with 2 on and nobody out here. From the stretch, here's the pitch.
No, that's low.
The 1-0.
No, that's down.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
Now the 2-0 home is swung on and missed, and that's strike 1.
Hey, boys, you talking about getting your A swing off right here? That's what it looks like. A guy with massive power letting it eat.
The 2-1 home. Hit sharply on the ground to the left, and that'll just sneak past his outstretched arm, a base hit. And no sense risking anything here as the bases will be loaded now with still nobody out.
Boy, D'Iro, we're looking at a big inning right here with that single. Bases are loaded, yet no runs have scored in this inning.
Yeah, and that's exactly what that pitcher wants you to think. You have to eliminate the noise, Dan. Just try and drive in the guy from third base. Don't put pressure on yourself that you have to get everyone in with one swing of the bat. Pass the baton and keep the line moving.
Just behind the fastball there. 2 strikes now.
Woo-wee! That was some smoke right there. High fire right on by.
Ready with the 0-2. Still no balls and 2 strikes. The next 0-2.
Nope, that's a ball.
Hey, this is a monster strikeout situation right here. A double play would be great in this situation, but I know he's going for the K. You get a 1-2 count on a guy, he's going to throw his nastiest stuff.
Has a look, now the pitch. 1-2 is the cut fastball, but he holds back 2-2.
Looked like he just tried to do too much with that fastball right there. He overthrew it a little bit. That's pretty much the case when you airmail a fastball like that.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. Count all the way full to the White Sox center fielder.
These are the kind of ABs, regardless of the outcome, you go back to the dugout as the offensive player, and your teammates are loving on you for making that pitcher work and battling it out.
Good wood on it there, but foul, so they'll do it again. Making him work out there. The 9th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Fouled away. The next 3-2. And this is swung on and missed. And boy, they took care of a key man there. 1 away.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best 2-strike approach either.
Into the box now, Kyle Tucker, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Comes set and the 0-1. Oh, and he's hit by the pitch, and that'll be a painful run batted in. So here's Yoan Moncada. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Ball, inside.
Bases are loaded with only 1 out. Strike taken as that one catches the outer part of the plate. The 1-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
It often becomes harder to hit the zone when the pressure starts to heat up.
Can't connect there. It's 2-2.
I never found myself on the mound in the big leagues, but it must be nice to be able to go to that good hard fastball when you're in a jam.
Bases are loaded here. 1 man out. In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. The runners will hold tight, but it's a full count now. 3-2. Now the payoff pitch home. Oh, and it misses. Ball 4, and that will force home a run.
Now batting, catcher, Yasmani Grandal.
Here's the catcher, Yasmani Grandal. Here's the first pitch to him.
So important getting ahead with the bases loaded. Already a difficult situation, so you don't want to make it any harder by falling behind in the count.
Comes set with the 0-1. And that one cut a little too much. A ball and a strike. Starts to go around here, but it doesn't matter. This is strike 2 anyway. The 1-2.
2-2. Yep.
He struck him out the third time he's fanned in the game.
Looked to me like he had the right idea with the swing on that pitch, and he just didn't get the bat through the zone in time. The pitch was away. He let it get deep, maybe trying to take it the other way, but it got too deep and was by him by the time his barrel could get in the correct position.
And the next to bat will be Tim Anderson. Liner toward right center. And this is turning ugly now as this ball's down for extra bases. And he's safe.
Sometimes it's hard to explain when a game is this lopsided. A lot of things just kind of snowball on you. One thing leads to another, a big hit, which leads to another, some bad defense, some shoddy pitching. Next thing you know, you look up and you're on the wrong side of a whole lot of badness.
Cody Stashak enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is.
Stashak.
Stepping in now, Nick Madrigal.
Hard liner, but picked up on a hop.
On to first, and it's in time as they're finally able to retire him. 9 men come to the plate, however. 5 of them score. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. It's the White Sox 11 and the Twins nothing. Into the box now, Keith Santiago. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed with how this starter's going about his business, Matt. He's looked really sharp, and it's hard to know if it's had any effect, but getting that early lead from his offense could have really helped settle him in.
He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Whoa.
Some action now in the White Sox bullpen. They'll stand up a lefty and a right-hander to throw. The 1-0. Doesn't catch the outside corner. It's a ball.
Boy, you don't see that very often out of a rookie. That's a 2-0 count, and both of those pitches were really close. This guy has a pretty good eye.
2-1 after the foul ball there. And now a pitch on the way. And it's fouled away. And he fouls this one off. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Changeup. Called strike 3 as he rolls his eyes at the call. 1 away.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
Josh Donaldson digging in now as he takes a called strike on the black. It's 0-1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Here comes the 0-1.
One ball, 2 strikes.
Bases are empty. 1 man out. Fouled off. Again a 1-2. Fouled away. Now another 1-2. Swing, and there it goes. He got all of that ball. And that's a home run into the top tank. It's a solo shot off the bat of Josh Donaldson. First home run of the campaign for him, but that'll do little more than make a dent in this big deficit. That home run is definitely worth giving the show track treatment to. And as we look at it, not only an impressive distance shot, but the 110 miles an hour exit velocity is nothing to scoff at either. That's a big boy home run. So now the White Sox manager will slowly make his way toward the mound. And a change is in the offing, as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. So he was able to only get that first out in the 8th, but nonetheless he'll depart with the lead. Colin McHugh answers the call now, looking to get this one on to the 9th inning without any trouble.
Calling McHugh.
To the plate now, Nick Gordon. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. The windup and the 0-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
1 out, nobody on. Outside, 2-1. The count now at 2-2. And the pitch. Oh, and he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the 2nd out. There's a look at the final line for the White Sox starter. And that's exactly how he hoped to get this season started on opening day.
Yeah, he looked really dialed in from start to finish. This is the kind of outing you hope for every time you go out there. So I think he'll feel pretty good about the effort he put forth in this one.
Into the box, Ryan Mountcastle. 1-0 the count. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he misses again, 2-0.
He may be down 2-0 after those first 2 pitches in this AB, but those are pitches he can feel pretty good about. They did miss by a whole lot, so it's not like he's all over the place.
2-1 now to the Twins leadoff man. And it's fouled away. Here now the 2-2. Hangs on him a bit that time as it's belted out toward deep center field. And that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning. So it's a solo shot to dead center. First home run of the campaign for him, but they're going to need a few more here as they're still well behind.
What a great feeling right there as he circles the pillows, finally able to get this offense potentially going with 1 swing of the bat, being shut out all game, but not anymore.
In now, Gabriel Macio.
The designated hitter.
Batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. McHugh sets his sights. 0-1 on its way.
Let's see if he tries to climb the ladder right here, change his eye level, or bounce something in the dirt.
2 out, nobody on.
That's a ball.
0-2 is a fastball that misses inside. 1-2 now. McHugh playing here in his age 34 season. He was taken in the 18th round during the 2008 draft.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. The 2-2.
Count full.
No pitcher likes to take the count to 3-2, especially when you throw a non-competitive pitch like that on 2-2. That one wasn't even close.
And he looks at ball 4 now, so he's aboard, and you always have to worry about the threat of a steal when he's on base.
2 ways to look at this walk. If you're the hitting coach, you say that's a great AB. Down 0-2 and you work the walk, but if you're a pitcher like me, that's just a case of letting a guy off the hook, and that can really frustrate you.
Ready now, Max Kepler. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
Well, he's following the code not to miss down and into a lefty. Everything on the outer half of the plate.
Oh, and 2, here it is. And a fastball runs in a bit too close for comfort that time.
Great pitch right there on 0-2. Purpose pitch, right? Running that ball in off the plate. Now that opens up that whole strike zone, and you're not quite as comfortable as a hitter.
The 1-2.
Ball, that's low.
Pretty good breaking ball to lay off of right there. If I'm pitching, I might think this guy might be sitting on something off speed.
Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes, here's the pitch. Lifted the other way down the left field line.
Waiting on it is Jimenez.
And that ends the inning. So 2 runs come across here, both coming via the solo home run. 9th inning coming up. It's the White Sox 11 and the Twins 2. All set to start the 9th in this one, and set to go is the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hit in the air to straightaway center. Long run for the center fielder. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning. Settling in now, Eloy Jimenez. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. He's set. Here it comes. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1.
Hey, if you're able to blow a first pitch fastball by a guy, gotta believe that pitch is coming again right here.
This is hit high and deep out to left. A ball that's carrying. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
Up next for the White Sox, the first baseman, Jose Abreu.
That was textbook outfield technique right there. So take notes, kids. He knew right where he was, and he does a great job of feeling for the wall while keeping his eyes on the ball. That's how you do it, and he makes the catch.
Striding in, Jose Abreu. He singled his last time up. Here comes the first pitch.
Ball 1.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Ball 2.
Talk about certain guys in a lineup that you want to be really careful with. This guy right here is one of those, and you can tell he's pitching awfully cautiously.
The 2-0. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. And it's gone as they add still another. It's a solo home run for Jose Abreu. First home run of the campaign for him as the blowout continues. We've seen these squads go yards 6 times now today. This game has developed into an absolute slugfest, huh, guys?
Dan, they're absolutely knocking the cover off the ball. I'm curious to get your take on this. I didn't find it to be the truth. I didn't mind hitting at night, but a lot of guys say they see the ball better during the day.
You know what's funny, D-Row, is I preferred to pitch in night games as opposed to day games. I always thought it was advantage to the hitter, and so far that looks like it's the case in this one right here. They must be seeing the ball really well because they're just absolutely smoking the baseball right now.
Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes.
No, that's low.
Now a changeup, but it misses just a little below the zone. Line hard, but this will be a foul ball. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. 2 out, nobody on. On a good changeup, a swing and a miss, and he's set down on strikes for the 2nd time today. So 1 run here on 1 hit, which was the home run. No errors and no one left on base. On to the bottom of inning number 9. 4, 5, and 6 coming up. The White Sox lead this one 12-2. Stepping into the box, Mitch Garver starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Not even close on that swing. No balls and a strike.
Threw that fastball right by him. He had no chance to get the barrel of that one.
Hit back up the middle. Gloved by LeMahieu. And a good throw gets him 1 gone.
Now batting.
Digging in to try it again. Jorge Polanco. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Here comes the first pitch. In tied at 93, ball 1. Two and 0.
2-0 to a guy with this kind of pop. You better be awfully careful because he's going to be swinging out of his shoes.
Bases are empty. 1 man out. 2-0 pitch, a fastball inside, and he's struggling here. It's 3-0. Here it comes. Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. Too high, and that cost him ball 4.
Right about now, the manager's questioning his decision to bring this guy in. If you can't trust a reliever to throw strikes, you can't trust him at all. We'll see if he comes to get him sooner than later.
Now at the plate, Byron Buxton. He was a ground out victim last time up.
Yeah, I understand that, Matty, but this guy's got burner wheels down the first base line. I don't think he even concerns himself with that. He has to put it on the ground. That's part of what makes him successful.
1 ball, no strikes to count. The 1-0 delivery. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And he just couldn't keep that ball fair as it winds up a long foul ball. And this one's in the dirt, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. Here now the 2-2 is swung on and missed, strike 3.
Boy, that's really disappointing for a guy that has wheels, right? All he wants to do is get on base and take advantage of the strength of his game, which is his speed. But with a strikeout right there, you can't get on first base if you strike out.
At the plate now, Keith Santiago. Now a swing and a ground ball. This should do it. And with that, I can finally say the 4 words I've had on my mind for what seems like an eternity. This ball game is over. 12-2 the final score in this ball game. The Palehose played in an even dozen runs to come out on top today. Dallas Keuchel earns his first win of the season. So that's a wrap for us in this one. Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, Matt Vasgersian. We all thank you for watching Major League Baseball on MLB Network. See you next time.
Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 41 minutes. Our paid attendance at Target Field this afternoon, 38,649. The Twins thank you for your continued support and remind you to please drive home safely.